Hello and welcome to GM-BIST construction. Today we are going to learn to carry out our structural analysis using our PROTASTRUCTURE. We'll be learning how to carry out our general arrangements, our modeling, and our analysis in PROTASTRUCTURE. Then we'll be carrying out our detailing in AutoCAD. So this is what we have. So we're going to export this drawing to our PROTASTRUCTURE. So you highlight and press W, change this to millimeters, change this to, let's say, tutorial work, and make sure the file type is DXF and save. Okay, so now launch my PROTASTRUCTURE. So we are now in our PROTASTRUCTURE. The next thing I do, I'll click on new project. A new project, I will now type a project code, which is tutorial work class 1. I will choose my project code. So my project code now is BX8110 user concrete. Okay. Then I click on external reference drawing. Under reference drawing, I go to add. This tutorial work. Open. So activate it now. Click on no. Already added. Then I click on move. So I want my ground floor to be within my workspace. So I will do that. Okay, I can still shift it. So the next thing I will do now, I'll click on settings. I'll go to settings. I'll carry out some settings here. First, I'll go to bin, detailing under C bar and links. I want to check this. I'll go to slab, rebar. The maximum spacing for my slab should be, reinforcement should be 200. Then appearance, show number of bars in label. And the foundation, maximum steel spacing on the foundation. That's my footing should be, footing reinforcement should be 200 too. So I'm done here. I'll go to analysis. Under analysis, I'll go to building analysis. Under building analysis, pre-analysis, project parameters. Under project parameters, I'll go to foundation. On foundation, I'll type and bearing capacities, which is assumed to be 145 kilonewton per meter square. I'll go to lower limit. All my columns are breast columns are columns that have walls are built or constructed within a wall. So if you have columns that are just standing on their own, you can choose on breast columns. And so in this our design, we are designing for breast columns. So for our title, let's say TERRACE design made by GM-BIST construction, checked by Senior Ben. Project number GM/20/25. Now date, which is 10th/2025. Okay, then I go to edit materials. Under edit materials, for my concrete columns, I'll select and I'll choose 16. Concrete beam, I will choose select and I'll choose 16 and 20. Slab, I'll select 12 links, select or select, then foundation floor, the foundation which is your footing, select or not select, I'll choose 16. The link still remains the same, which is right 10. Okay, then loading combination, I'll choose to loading generator, click OK, load case, I'll click OK, click OK. So I'm done with this. So I will now go to my modeling. So I will tag this as modeling and general arrangements, because it's from here that I'm going to make the choice of putting my columns and where my beams are. So you can actually do all of that in your AutoCAD, but in our case I want everything to be done in PROTASTRUCTURE. Okay. So this will be B. This will be C. This will be D. E. This is F. I'm done with the y-axis, and now go to the x-axis. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 7. So I'm done with my grid lines. So the next thing I will do now, okay, let me check the size of my wall, because this will give me a guide on the type of colors to use here. So the size of my wall, the thickness of my wall is 225. So I'll go to columns now. 225 by 225. I'll date. Centralize. I'll fix here. Okay. So this is 225 by 225. Let's click on update. This is basically my choice. It's always the choice of the engineer to decide where there are columns, how you want to run your beams, your walls, and all of that. It's basically your choice. So by doing this, you always remember that you're designing for sprint economy. So at least these two factors should always be on your mind when you are trying to carry out your structural design. And under worst situation, the deformation of the structure shouldn't affect the appearance of the structure. You offset this. So for you to offset your columns properly, you go to Control F. Control F. So this will give you a guide. So you take half of 225, which is 112, 112.5. Enter. Okay. That's it. contract 2 minus 112.5. So this will be 2 prime. So I'll take the properties of these columns again. Fix it here. So I'm done with my columns. Now the next thing I'll do, I'll go to my bin. So I'll change the width of my bin to be 225. Then the depth of my bin for now will be 450. It's basically the choice of the designer. So there's no particular pattern for you to run your bins or columns. Just ensure that everything you are doing, you are aiming at safety and economy. These two things must always be at the back of your mind when carrying out structural design. Actually introduce one here. So this is the choice of the engineer to fix your bins and your columns. But like I said, always aim at safety and economy. So we are done with this. This is our ground floor. So we are now going to match our first floor and our ground floor to know where we can put our columns or how to adjust our columns. So what we need to do here is just go back to your building setout, go back to external reference drawing, click on move. There's always a common place for each structural drawing you are carrying out or design you are carrying out. In this case, or mostly, you either go, you check your grid lines or you check where your staircase is. Now let's try to study these two methods that I just mentioned. Now this is our K, or let's use this side. This is our A and this is our 1. Now come to your first floor and check for this is A and this is 1. So you know that you have a common place here. Now check for your staircase. And this is your staircase. You can see this position. Come back to here, you can still see this two position. So I'm going to use my staircase position to match the floors. Now pick it here, come to the same place here and click it here and say okay. Now the ground floor will not give way for the first floor. See the ground floor here now, it's not giving way for your first floor. So you can see we don't have a cantilever now. For you to check whether you are not fixing your columns at the center of your building, you can actually try to delete some columns or beam. Just try to delete this. You can see it's within the wall.